Sakisat. Good afternoon, Mr. Sakisat.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much for appearing before this body. Before I put you under oath, I just want to let you know that the reason that we have this hearing and the reason that we called you to testify is as a witness to ascertain the allegations that are contained in the articles of impeachment, to determine whether in fact there is a basis for the allegations. And I want to inform you that we're not conducting an investigation of the witnesses, meaning you are not a subject of our investigation. You are not a suspect, merely a witness that will hopefully give this panel an understanding of what took place, so this panel can determine if in fact such allegations are true or not. Okay? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. And before I put you under oath, I'm going to ask you to raise up your right hand and take the oath. And then after that, just give me your name and your title and what agency you represent. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you. So with that, I ask that you please raise your right hand. And sir, do you swear or affirm under penalty of law that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth?
Yes.
Thank you very much. You can put down your hand. And also for the record, can you kindly state your name, your title, and the agency you represent?
My name is Alexander Sakisat. I'm with the Department of Public Safety. And I'm a police officer, currently under criminal investigations.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Sakisat, do you have a legal counsel to represent you today?
No, sir.
Are you here of your own free will, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Mr. Sakisat, do you recall on or about August 3rd, I think that was a Friday. No. Do you recall what happened on that day?
Yes.
Would you like to just tell the committee what you did that day, relevant to any communication you may have had, or well, let me first ask, were you on duty on that day?
No, sir.
Okay. Were you at the Aquarius Beach Hotel on that day?
The evening time. Only in the evening time.
At the evening time? Can I ask what you were doing at Aquarius Hotel on that day?
I was getting items that were being given to me and my family from Mr. and Mrs.
Buckingham?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So that's the reason you were at Aquarius Hotel?
Yes, sir.
I see. And you have, I think I read in the report that you have a family member that is, I guess, close friends with the Buckinghams?
Yes.
I see. and because they were leaving, your presence there was to pick up, I guess, house materials, I guess, that they were not going to use and were going to give away?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions. Any other members? Representative De La Cruz?
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Sakisat, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you for being with us this afternoon. My question basically centers around your personal statement of the events that had occurred.
Yes, sir.
And with regards to Articles 4, 6, and 11. I had the privilege of reading your statement. On that evening of August 3rd, I believe, that is when I believe you and your spouse had went to the Aquarius to retrieve some items. You stated that you drove a rent-a-car from the Aquarius. Is that correct, Mr. Sakisat?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with the vehicle with license plate AEC 931?
No, sir.
Okay. At around 7:30 p.m. or somewhere around that time, 7:30, 8 p.m. in the evening, did anyone ever stop you on the road as you were traveling from the Aquarius?
Yes. You mean with the rent-a-car?
I don't know.
Yes,
rent a car or another car.
Yes, I was pulled over, but with the rent-a-car.
You were pulled over as you drove the rent-a-car.
Yes.
Mr. Sakisat, can you elaborate to the committee here why were you pulled over?
I had no knowledge why I was pulled over until I made contact with Officer Peter Camacho.
Okay. And I assume Peter Camacho pulled you over?
Yes, sir.
And what did he say to you when he pulled you over?
He asked me the whereabouts of the Buckinghams and whether I had knowledge of the subpoena that was due to be served for Mr. Buckingham.
Did Mr. Camacho at any time when he pulled you over ask you why were you operating Buckingham's vehicle?
Yes, I do, sir.
And what was your reply?
I was just asked if I could bring it to the airport during time for check-in and have the car returned back to Aquarius.
What were you bringing to the airport for the Buckingham?
Luggages.
This was their personal luggages?
Yes.
Were you absolutely certain that the vehicle that you were given by Mr. Buckingham was a rent-a-car, or was it a car that is issued to the office of the Attorney General?
What I was sure of was it was a rent-a-car.
Were there any specific markings on the car, such as, most rent-a-cars, they would have like Avis. I don't know whether we still have Avis here. Avis Rent-A-Car sticker on it, or I don't know, Happy Rent-A-Car. Did you see any sign that it was indeed a rent-a-car?
I don't quite remember if I saw a sticker on the bumper, because that's usually the area where car rentals display their stickers, but I don't recall.
Okay, so you didn't see any type of sticker?
I didn't say I didn't see, I just said I don't recall seeing.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Mr. Chair, at this time, I will yield for the members.
Rep. De La Cruz, may I just ask a follow-up question, because he responded to your question, but I don't think you asked him to clarify something. Mr. Sakisat, when Representative De La Cruz asked you about the time when the police officer, Mr. Peter Camacho, I believe, pulled you over, you said he asked you if you knew that there was a penal summons for Mr. Buckingham. Was that what you said?
Yes, sir.
And when he asked you, did you respond?
Yes, I told him I had no idea.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Any further members? Rep. Del Cruz, did you want to continue?
Yeah.
Please do
Thank
so.
you. Mr. Sakisat, so you were asked by the Buckinghams to drop off their luggage. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
At the airport.
Yes, sir.
What exactly was the instruction? What time were you supposed to drop off their personal luggages at the airport?
We were going to be called. That's the only information. All other discussions were made between Mrs. Buckingham and my wife.
Okay, so most of the communications were between your spouse and Miss Buckingham.
Yes.
Okay. And on the morning of August 4th, what time was it only you that dropped off the luggage, or was it you and your spouse?
No, I did not go to the airport.
Okay, so who drove the car to the airport to deliver the luggages?
None of us. Between me and my wife, none of us.
Okay, so the luggages did get itself to the airport, right?
Somehow, yes.
And who were these individuals that picked up the luggage from the car?
I don't know.
When you drove the car containing the luggages, where did you go?
Just to my residence.
Okay. When you came to your residence, would that be around 8, 9 o'clock? Would you say?
I think so, yes, probably.
Okay, so when you drove the car containing the luggages, you parked the car at your place of residence, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So did somebody stop by to pick up the car or pick up the luggage?
No, sir. Like I stated in the report, a conversation between my wife and Mrs. Buckingham was where they had a conversation over the phone, and I was later asked by my wife if we could bring the rent-a-car back down to Aquarius.
Okay, and what time was that? When you did take the car
Yes.
back to the Aquarius?
Yes.
And you parked the car at the Aquarius?
Yes.
And the luggages were intact inside the car?
No, we had them brought down, or we brought them down and into the lobby area.
And who accepted the luggages at the lobby area?
No one. We just had it placed there and dropped off the key to the front desk.
So you brought down the luggages, took it into the counter, I believe, the
Yes.
front desk,
Yes.
and just left them there?
Yes.
There was no personnel at the front desk?
Yes, there was. Or I wouldn't know because my wife was the one who walked in with the keys. I didn't hand the keys to anyone on the counter.
So your wife brought in the keys
Yes.
for the car,
Yes.
and you didn't see who she gave it to
No.
at the counter? And the luggages, who accepted the luggages?
We just had them placed inside of the lobby, or lined up against the wall.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sakisat.
Any other members? If I may, the statements that Mr. Sakisat stated are consistent with the report that this committee was provided. And let me just kind of reiterate it, that Detective Sakisat was at the hotel to assist his wife, who I guess who was friends with Mrs. Buckingham, and I think they were there. He was there merely to assist his wife, to be given some materials that I guess part of their possessions before they were leaving. And I think you also were asked while you were there to drive the Buckingham rent-a-car, I guess, to bring the luggages to the airport,
Yes.
right? And at some point as you left, a police vehicle came, stopped you, and you noticed it was Officer Camacho, and he asked you what you were doing with the vehicle, and you responded that you were asked by your wife to help, and this is during your off-duty hours. You're helping your wife, but then you didn't proceed up to the airport. You came back and parked the vehicle, offloaded the luggages. Is that the extent of your involvement in this matter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is consistent. What I've heard is consistent with the report of the incident. And unless there's any other questions of Mr. Sakisat, I am gonna dismiss this gentleman and thank him for his participation and for his cooperation. There's no objection? Mr. Sakisat, thank you very much for your testimony. Have a good day, sir. And to the wife, I'm sorry that I know you have some family matters. Have a good day.